Hello students, how are you all? So welcome back to the video lesson for class 10th Information Technology, and the chapter which we are going to discuss is web development, and under that chapter we are going to discuss the topic getting access to the internet. So beta, the term internet is very well known to all of us and we are using it very frequently in our day-to-day life. So in this scenario, the internet has become the most important part of our life because all the works we are doing here with the use of internet. So let us have some discussion with how to access internet and what are the different terms that can be used with the term internet. So let us start today's video beta. So basically all of us know that for having internet, to use internet we must have internet connection first of all, and internet connections are provided by internet service providers. In short, we are calling them ISP. So ISP stands for internet service providers. For example, BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, Airtel, Jio, or whatever other ISP are there. So basically we choose some ISP based on some criteria. It is not like that we will randomly going to choose, okay, this one is available, let us take this one, this one is available, let us take this one. No, it is not like that. Before choosing the ISP, before choosing the internet connectivity, some criteria may be there. And what are those criteria? The first very obvious criteria that internet service must be available in a particular technology, okay, or particular area. So that we will go for Airtel if Airtel works better in our locality. Okay, similarly the second criteria is speed and connection type in our area. Okay, so whether that particular ISP is available in our area or not. If available, then what is the speed and what is the connection type. Then based on these two criteria we generally choose our internet service provider. So basically all of us know that while choosing ISP, these two things must be in our mind. Okay, so let us move to the next one. Here we can see that so through ISP we can have the internet connection. Okay, so this ISP is needed for all. Without this ISP we can't have the internet connection. Maybe it may be home, it may be government sector, it may be small business, it may be educational institute, it may be large business. Anywhere if we need internet connection, then ISP must be there. Okay, so first internet we can access the internet through the internet service providers. Okay, so usually small and medium business users or home users use connectivity types such as DSL, cable modem, dial-up, broadband, wireless, WiMAX or 3G. So for small business purposes or for home purpose we are using these things. But from medium to large business users, or where the demand is very high speed connectivity, then in those locations DSL and ISDN are used. Okay, so let us discuss what is the meaning of these terms that we have discussed right now. So before that let us have one device with us, very commonly used device for internet connection, that is modem. Okay, so let us have the discussion what is modem and for what purpose it is being used. When we are talking about modem the term modem comes from the combination of modulator and demodulator. So basically this device enables a computer to send or retrieve data over telephone or cable lines. The data stored on the computer is digital, whereas telephone line or cable line wire can transmit only analog data. Now what is the purpose of using modem if you can see the diagram here, you see we are having one computer here. Okay, Here we are having telephone lines and another computer is here. So when we are talking about telephone lines, bete, our voice is an example of analog signal, okay, but the data which are stored in computer are in the form of digital signal. So if we want to transfer our data from digital to analog or from analog to digital, then one device must be there which will interpret it, okay. So converting digital signal to analog signal and again converting back to analog to digital signal is the job of modem. It modulates it first, converting digital to analog signal, and then again demodulate it again, and that is the role of modem. So it does the modulation and demodulation, okay. So this is the device which is the most important device while using the term internet, okay. So now see here, the digital signal can be converted to analog, and again analog signal can be converted to digital, and all these conversions are done by the help of modem. So the modem is going to do the both modulation as well as demodulation. Now next we will discuss what are the types of common internet connectivity, okay. So there are different types of common internet connectivity, and this internet connectivity can be divided into two categories. What are those two categories, Betty? The connectivity may be wired and may be wireless, okay. We may have internet connection through wired technology or through wireless technology. Wired means use of cable, and if we don't use any cable, then it will be wireless access, okay. So let us have one table where we will have the different technologies and the type of its connectivity. So let us have the first one, dial-up technology, okay. So when we are talking about dial-up technology, bete, it is wired type of connectivity. What does it mean? It means wire will be needed for dial-up access, okay. Then come to the next one. Next one is DSL. Again it is wired technology. All of these terms may be known to all of you, okay. If it is not, then we are going to discuss these technology in the upcoming videos, okay. Then third technology is better cable internet access. The term cable is itself in the technology, so it must be wired. Then the fourth one is 3G. Now we can have the wireless technology. The 3G term is known to you. Then again WiMAX is there and Wi-Fi. So the above three are wired technology, and the last three, bottom three, are wireless technology, okay. So in the next topic we are going to discuss one by one about these technology, okay. So let us have a diagram. If you have ever seen this diagram, I don't know whether you have seen this one or not, because I have seen it in my graduation time. So if you have ever seen this diagram, then you can very easily find out that this type of connection is dial-up connection, which is directly connected to our telephone. So we have to connect it with our telephone, and then we have to click on the button dial, then connectivity takes place. So what will happen if this type of connection was there, which happens to be in the very early days, then this was the very much comparatively slower process. Very slow connectivity was there, okay. So this type of connection was dial-up connection, which were preferably used for home, okay, not for any business purpose. They were being used in home for personal use. We were using dial-up connection, okay. So let us have the details about dial-up connection. So dial-up internet access is a form of internet access that uses the facilities of the public switched telephone network to establish a connection to an internet service provider via telephone lines using a device called modem, Okay, so now you can understand that what is the use of modem. So for dial-up connection, what we needed, bete, we need a computer, a modem, and a telephone line. Okay, so the telephone line is connected with the modem through our system. So users dial a particular number provided by the ISP, just now I told you, and gain access to the internet. So the ISP provide a particular number so that while dialing that number you will have the accessibility to the internet. But the problem was dial-up connections were extremely slow, and in most cases it is replaced by high-speed connections such as DSL or cable modem. So as per my knowledge, or mostly dial-up connections have been replaced due to their slow connectivity. Okay, so the next technology which we are going to discuss is DSL. Okay, so let us have the diagram first. If you have seen a modem like this one, then this one is DSL modem. So after that dial-up connection, bete, this DSL modem comes into existence. So all these technology are being used for internet connectivity. The only evaluation takes place is what in the speed of connectivity, in the rate of data transfer. Purpose remains always the same. The only thing we are getting better and better was the connectivity, was the speed. Okay, so again, now this type we are having DSL modem, and now here you can see the phone line cable is directly connected to our DSL modem, and from computer the Ethernet cable is connected to the one of the port of our CPU and one of the port of our DSL modem, so that we will have the access to the internet. So let us have the details about DSL. So when we are talking about DSL, bete, it stands for digital subscriber line. Okay, which provide internet access by transmitting digital data over wires of local telephone network. It is delivered along with wired telephone service on the same telephone line. Okay, so for this what is needed? We need then DSL modem and a subscription from the again ISP. Okay, so in today's video we have discussed, bete, what is the use of modem and what is dial-up connection, what is DSL connection. So I hope you have understood up to this much. If you are having any doubt, we can have the discussion in the next video. So thank you for watching, bete. Take care.